This is the easy bit. What was I gonna say? Do you know what? I'm gonna keep this so 100 with you. Yeah. Do you know what I'm wearing? Right now, I'm just wearing green shorts and a white Primark top. And do you know what is mad? If I just wore this just how I wore it, I would look very plain and simple. And I still look plain and simple now. But you know, there's like one or two things that you just add to this that spruces up the whole vibe. It sometimes makes it even feel like I've like, if I don't add this, if I don't add it, sometimes I don't even feel like you can see the shape in the vibes and all these type of things. Crafted London are my favorite jewelers right now for that. This is like, for me, wearing something so basic and then adding that little bit of seasoning to it, just like, don't it though? Don't it like, doesn't it give it something though? It doesn't it?
I do mine as well.
Yeah, see it there? See? Yeah. See? Yeah, EA behind the camera and that, he's got his one on and stuff. Today I've got like, because I keep saying this all the time, I like to have like one short, one kind of long kind of vibes and whatnot. But yeah, Crafted London, for me, are my favorite jewelers. It is super affordable, premium stuff. And I think this is sick as well. They will give you a lifetime guarantee, a full lifetime guarantee, which means that if something happens to the jewelry, you just send it back. They'll just send you back a new one. So yeah, go for it. You can use the promo code and get 15% off. The promo code is Hcpod. Indulge in that. This summer, especially if you want to open up the top or you just want to like wear like a plain black or a plain white or like whatever it may be, yeah. Now, add the right seasoning to the garment. Crafted London, yeah? Enjoy the pod. By the way, if you're watching this, I'm wearing a hat that doesn't wear the outfit, but I don't give a fuck. This is how I feel.
I think
today.
it goes.
Does it, yeah?
Yeah.
This is how I feel today. This is how I'm feeling this summer.
Bucket hat.
Yeah, this is what I'm doing.
I
told you this
I bought
before.
the thing and I left it in Marbella. Like an idiot, I'm going to have to buy it again.
Wait, and I imagine
Just
the one that
got
you
that
bought
hat.
wasn't a cheap thing.
No, I got it on sale somehow. Like, as in, all of a sudden, it was £60.
Oh, swear.
Yeah. So, like, I'm not that upset. I am upset because I found a deal and I've lost it.
Yeah.
And I left, like, some shorts there. You know, like, when you just wait, you just leave in a rush. Like, everyone's in a
I do that
rush.
shit all the time.
I left my Palm Angel shorts, not my things.
Palm Angel?
No, but they're not that. They're swim shorts. Like, they're not.
Oh, okay.
They were lovely to me.
Right.
But but there was more shorts in there that I'd have been upset. I'm the shorts man, innit? So like I make sure when someone comes round,
Yeah.
and when it's occasion time,
Shorts
I've
time.
got enough of what I need shorts wise.
Well, as long as you don't leave your watch there, then you're all right.
I mean,
I've
I've done
seen
that before. I've left the watch in the safe before. On the
Are
way
you
out, and I've caught
swear?
it as I'm in the cab or in the car. I'm like, whoa, you idiot!
Yeah, quick.
Yeah, right now.
Because you know, if you ring the hotel and say that you've left you're not getting that one back.
Maybe not even in Dubai.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like Dubai's meant to be in terms of like theft and stuff like that, like the lowest anywhere.
Okay.
Like you're meant to be able to leave your rollie on the floor and come back for it tomorrow, and you'll be able to get it. But it's not quite like.
So
that.
what I'm hearing about footballers and people with money not getting sucked out there isn't true.
No, that's true as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear that still.
Yeah, but like they've got. When I was there last year, I just jumped in the cab. I didn't order it. I jumped in the cab. I've left the bag in there. The bag's got my wallet in it. It's got money in it. Blah blah blah.
Right.
But like where I went to, the guy was like, "Don't worry about it. Like, just phone them, tell them what time it was and what road you went to, and they will get this back to you." I was like, "There's no way that's coming back. It's a designer bag. It's got wallet. It's got actual cash in it. It's got like, there's no way it's coming back." It's like it's a 99% return rate.
Wow.
And it came back next day.
Cold. I respect that. I like that. That's how it's supposed to be. Look, before we talk, yeah, there's just something I need to just get out of the way quickly. I was going to wait until like I sit with Mitch to discuss it, but I have to do it now because it's still fresh. You can join in if you want, Mitch.
I'm trying to work out where I get it. Okay.
Have you heard the J Hus and Drake Drizzy record?
I've only heard a tiny bit.
Okay.
Not a tiny bit. I've heard it, but I said like I haven't. You see when everyone else is going for it. It's on everyone's story and everyone's pictures on everyone's everything.
Huh? No. Well, you don't want to play it now. No, you play it like when you're ready.
Yeah, I play when I'm ready. I've heard it. I like it. But
Right. Okay. Let me just get this off quick.
Go ahead.
Just quickly. J Hus and the team should have texted Drake.
And told him come again.
Someone should have done it. Someone should have just hit him. And let me tell you something, yeah? Drake would have appreciated it.
If you said to him,
If you said, you know what, it needs a young authoring, just a young one, I think Drake would have like. Let's be clear here, he's one of my goats.
Yeah,
So
he's
one of my
and it goes
goats.
down as a
I'm
great,
saying that
yeah.
as like, I'm not one of the people who try to skirt around the but this and for me, Drake is a goat. He's one of mine, yeah? And he actually bodies the beginning.
Yeah.
He bodies it.
Oh, so I haven't taken in Drake that much. I remember getting to the Drake part. This is what I do remember of the song and being unimpressed, like severely. But I think I know why because I get like this with Drake every time. Drake tries to not be Drake and he tries to be heady or he tries to be someone else. You're best when you're just being you. But as soon as he says something too British, I'm just like, take this off.
Yeah. Now, but you know what though? He wasn't even, I don't think he was doing that, really.
Did
Do
he
you know
say
what it sounded like?
Something turned me off. Did he say something that was like a UK saying? Can we
Go
get
to it,
yeah.
go to it. Go on it.
What, play it out loud or lyrics?
No. Let's play it out loud. We'll just mute it quickly because I just want to.
Yeah, you can just press play. It won't affect your mics.
Huh?
It won't affect your mic. I turned the mic.
What is it? It's called Who Are You Talking To or something like that, isn't it?
Just type in J Hus. It'll be the first one.
Right. I know what you mean though. Like when he does, I don't think he did that here, to be honest with you. But like, I know what you mean when he says, "Man, them," like, or what. But the thing is, by the way, that's the bit where he's cold.
Yeah.
It might have
And
been
also,
brothers.
that's a rewind.
Almost. Yeah.
That's a rewind.
Yeah,
I
if you
played
get
that
right on
R&B
the
and slow
right day,
jams.
yeah, that will go.
I
Yeah,
played that
that-
R&B and slow jams yesterday. Pull up straight away.
How
I knew
did you
it.
get there? Did you get there quickly?
This is where
Because
we
you would have
got
had to have a pull up on the Hus bit as well.
Yes. So this, okay. Do you know what? So let's do it then.
Go ahead.
So the first bit was, by the way, it was the way that I introed it. I'm not gonna lie, because see the way that I play tunes and I talk the microphone and
Yeah.
do you understand what I'm
You're
saying?
doing it now.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, like I had it on loop a little bit, and then I was like, obviously, love it when the gal them like here enjoying themselves or whatnot. But my favorite part of the night is when I see the man them enjoying themselves, and that's when pull up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then we went again, and then all around here is nice.
It's enough. It's enough.
All around here is
I'm not sure
nice.
if I'd describe it as. Go on.
It's nice-ish. Yeah.
I have no difference between that first bit. I don't love the entrance as much as everyone does.
Don't you?
No, I think he sounded like he coming like on the half step. Like he weren't bang on the button. You know, like when he does that thing where he tries to get not hit
space.
the pocket, but he hits that space
Right,
after.
right,
He's
right.
trying to do that, but I think he's still getting it a little bit wrong.
Timing. Okay.
I think it's that bit. I just think that's you know.
Well, I want to touch road with the. I want you to touch road with the girls them from around here. Is that?
I've never heard anyone say girls then, bro.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I hear that still.
It's gal them.
Gal them.
Yeah,
gal
like,
them, yeah. Yeah, I hear that still. That might be a Canadian thing, though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this bit, by the way. Just
No,
'cause
it's
I'm
not a
jealous.
bad verse, but unfortunately, it's Drake. I can't accept anything other than excellence from you.
Right.
Especially when you're second on a track. We know that it's already been like it's been coiled up for you. Like you know, it don't matter who it is. When you're second, when you come after a hook, you know what you're supposed to do to this track.
But you know, Drake's excellence though also is him doing something that you don't get, and then later on down the line, it just slaps.
It's still gonna work. But I know a Drake banger all the time because it hits first time all
Right.
the time, like every time.
Does it?
There are some growers, but that's albums. That's complete albums. I'm talking that I would know if I'm going to like that in 6 months. And I'm not saying I hate it, but I'm just saying I think he could have hit that harder without trying to do. I just think he got. Do you know what it reminds me of?
It goes on.
It reminds me of when he jumped on the freestyle with Heady.
Oh yeah, I wasn't for me.
It's similar. It's not quite as drastic, but it's similar.
No, but that wasn't for me. I do like when Drake has an instrumental on and he's spazzing off though.
He
Like,
can
and he's
spaz.
just saying like, you know what it is? I think more time. See, like when Drake did the Heady thing, he switched frequency, yeah, and sometimes when he switches frequency, he's still good. Like he still hits the pocket. He's still good. But I think when he tried to switch frequency and go in that bit, it just never really fits right with me. Now, one of the people that right now is switching frequency is Dave. Dave is switching frequency to suit the Central C thing, and he's bodying it, like because he does
Yeah,
rap.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But I think that's a closer world. Like Drake is R&B, hip hop, mate. Like I don't even know where I'd place him. If I had to place him somewhere, I'd probably place him there. But I just think he could have gone harder on that. But that's just one.
It's not
tune,
done.
bro.
Wait. So I would have just left it around here somewhere.
You see
Untidy
that
this.
bit when he's doing that. I get that's vintage Drake. That's
Yeah,
Drake
when he
being
starts
Drake on
singing
this.
the rapping like.
Give me that.
Ah, yeah, I hear that.
Like, give me. But maybe it's because he's second on the track, and maybe he's not as comfortable when he's not the pace setter on a track.
Nah, he has to be comfortable.
I don't
It's
know.
Drake.
That's what I thought. But it's when it's a barra, I see him come in and spin it. Like when he was with Jack Harlow and that.
Yeah.
He'll
Oh, yeah,
hop
spin,
on
yeah.
it. It's just it's bars, yeah. It's just bars here. Let's go.
Right.
Like you know we can keep up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he span
catching,
him to bits.
This is mad. You got to catch an energy and a pocket and a.
He might have been too comfortable. The
Yeah.
reason why I think he might have been too comfortable is because an element of it, sounds like it's just coming off the top of his head and it's just too easy for him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying the
It's
bars or
complacent.
whatever.
You
And
can
it's
see it,
like
yeah.
there's an element of this as well, where this was for the end of the song. So like, see this part here? This sounds towards the ends of the song.
This bit is cold.
Huh?
I like this bit.
Like at that part of it.
I think my problem is the entrance.
I see. I love the entrance. This is what Drake does.
Yeah.
This is what Drake
Drake
He
does.
doesn't know what he wants from this track. He didn't know. He's given
Everything.
something.
Yeah, but that's Drake is good at doing that.
Yeah, he
like
is.
when I remember when I was on a tour. Yeah, I was a DJ for Conor Maynard. Do you know who Conor Maynard is?
Sounds cold. But I know the name. But in my head, I'll be honest, I went to like a Wolves striker. He sounds like he bagged like 12 league goals.
Like Conor Maynard, yeah, him man.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
He's like a pop singer, like the kind of, you know what I mean? Like he's just the white guy that like these young girls like, and like he just got a light little bit of soul to him, whatever.
Yeah.
And like I was DJing for Angel at the time. Tour manager just connected me with him. It was just a job that I did for like a few months. It was good though. But the one thing that I realized at that point when I was with him, we was in the car going to somewhere far like Newcastle or some shit, and we wanted to listen to Drake. Drake had I think it was Nothing Was the Same was out,
Yeah.
and I realized we listened to Drake differently. Like, so the songs that he liked from Drake, I'd never even listened to.
I think Drake's aware of this, you know.
Yeah, of
that's
course.
why his albums are actually so. Like they used to be, that they're getting wider away from each other. So like track 1 and track 7 like, are not even in the same world no more. Like he's appealing to everything
In one go, which is part of his genius. But it's interesting, like a genius. I don't want to say that, but it's part of his package that he's cold at. But like, this is interesting to me because the part that you're saying that you like is the part that I'm saying
you could have
would have sounded good. But you know what? Cut this in half and then put some of this at the end, because this don't sound like a second verse. I feel like Drake did this thinking, oh yeah, these lot will just chop it up and just put this.
I
in the
think
thing.
so as well.
And then he's probably heard it back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you lot wanted.
I reckon,
yeah,
he's laid it and he's left some extra bits in case, someone wants to get.
There's a
creative.
space in here, bro. Listen, there's a space there. You can cut this. There's a space here as well, so you understand what I'm saying? I just think someone should have just sent the text message and said, how could we, I know that you're you, but how do we get the best out of this? Because it's, for me, I think it's going to slap anyway. Yeah? A lot of people are like, I don't know. I keep saying to people, you know what, I give you lot a month and you lot will all be fucking with it anyway.
Oh,
But
what?
like,
People don't like the tune, or they're
some
saying
people are
Drake.
just like, yeah, they're just doing all that.
Yeah, but
Drake
I think
shit.
that's just people like
They
like
just love to do that.
That's it. Yeah.
But I do think the smaller minor details is like what could have just given it the extra. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm so used to Drake hitting top bins
Yeah, to bits.
that when he hits the back of the net, but it's still kind of down the middle, I'm a little bit.
Yeah, but it's good. I do like it though. But yeah, someone should have sent the text though, or made and in future, if anyone in the team ever feels like, you know what, this is a bit of a techie conversation or whatever, shout me. Send me the email address and I'll do it.
It's Drake, that must be a tough one to have with Drake.
No.
No. He'll be cool.
I think it is a lot more easier than like, because you build it up in it. You think, oh fucking hell, it's
Yeah, you know, you gotta make it seem like, yeah, it's you don't shit sandwich it, but you make it seem like it's a positive thing. Go, no, bro, I need that bit there.
Right.
We don't even need this bit. You've iced it by here. Like that, you can do it whilst massaging the ego, I guess. But
I heard. I was listening to like Jada Kiss. Yeah, Jada Kiss. I fuck with Jada Kiss, and he was on Breakfast Club, and like I think someone was asking him about changing a verse or whatever, and he said, yeah. He goes, Kodak Black. He goes. One time, obviously, and you know, like the levels in rapping, like Jada Kiss, Kodak, like to me, I don't even fuck with Kodak like that at all, really. Anyway, but the levels of rapping is just not even the same. But Kodak got a verse from Jada and was like, you know what? I know you're Jada, but alter that vibe for me or whatever. And Jada was like, he thought it was a little bit funny, I think, because he's like, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I did that because obviously. This is what he was looking for. I'm still giving me. I'm still giving me.
But he wanted a bit more. Yeah, it's crazy.
He just wanted me to just change a couple of bits and pieces or whatever.
But it's always like that. Before most tunes come out, like tunes that are out, there was versions of it that just no one's ever gonna know about. Like the amount of times like I've seen tunes that have come out, but the studio version, like it was spun around, or like the second verse was this and like sometimes it's weird. I prefer like everyone hears things differently. Like sometimes I hear things, I'm like, no, it has to be that. And someone's just like, no, it can't be that.
Yeah. But yeah, just to wrap up the Drake thing, still like, I do like it. It's definitely grown on me and that. And
I think
it's just the verse needed a little bit of altering. If anyone ever needs to have that conversation or whatever, send it to me. Send me the email address, and I'll put the word in for you.
I think he ends up when it's all said and done top 3 ever. You know
who?
Drake.
Absolutely. What? Of course. Of course.
That's a big shout, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's ever done it in life. Yeah, I mean, that is a big shout.
I'm going to put him in the rap segment, though. Not in I can't give him the all-purpose. Because then now you're bringing in the Michael Jacksons, Luther Vandross. Like, I don't want him against everyone.
Oh, yeah, no.
I was going to put him in the rap category.
Yeah. Look, like,
but he's changed the game.
He's been outside at the highest level.
Yeah.
For bro, you know, there's some people that are like 22, and all they really know at that level is Drake. Really.
Yeah. Do
you get what I'm saying? Like, his thing is absolutely insane.
Chaotic. It's
and then
crazy.
on top of that, he's just been in like, you know, he's put people on. He's like, he's been accessible. That was the thing I was gonna say as well. Is like one of the reasons why I feel like that would have been quite somewhat of an easy conversation to have here is because Drake wanted to be there just as much as Hus would have wanted him on the record.
Yeah,
trust me on that. He would have really been thinking, I want to be on a rhythm with Hus. And like, even though someone can be a superstar, when you step in the studio, sometimes it's just fair game, innit? It's like, this person, like, you've earned the right for this to happen right now. Do you get me? This ain't no label.
Studios are weird because you'll have someone who's the biggest act, but he's just a rapper. Or he's just a whatever it is. And then you place him in the studio with someone who's you know, like them beasts, like the harmonic, like they know everything about music. Like they know all the rules, where this turned to an F sharp. Like they know everything. Like, and sometimes it humbles rappers down because like when they're sitting there with the producer, they say, no, like change that key, do this, da-da-da-da. And rappers just thinking, right, I'm just thinking about words.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about what words go on this. Meanwhile, my feature is just going all over the place. It's like, it's crazy.
Have you ever like, see when you're in the studio and that, must be, there's obviously times when because you still do the engineering thing. There's obviously times where it's not time for your opinion. Like they're just doing what they want to do,
Yeah.
But then you see like when there is time to have an opinion, have you ever had to like give the awkward opinion?
Yeah, bare times. I probably have to do it.
And what does that look like?
Every week. It depends on who it is. And how I think that, because you know, a part of this is just about reading how they might take this, or sometimes it's me not saying your shit, otherwise I probably won't take the session,
right?
But it will be me saying, nah, it's got to go this way because of this, or you can go harder than that, or I prefer a previous tape.
Okay, yeah.
But sometimes But it's weird, isn't it? Because when you're dealing with people and the instruments, their voice, they have sometimes a very particular way. You see, like how I hear my voice is different to how you hear my voice. They need it perfect in terms of like the cadence on the stresses on certain words. They really wanted it a certain way, whereas I might be like, no, I preferred it the other way. But it's like it's how they wrote it. So I just have to. Sometimes I just have to overrule it.
Yeah, I hear that.
I have to overrule it. I'll be like, bro, just trust me. You're gonna hear this. Like you're in your own
I hear
head.
that.
I'm not in your head.
I hear that. I hear that. Just trust me on
Yeah,
this
just
one,
trust me on this one, bro.
Yeah.
You're the only person that knows this was like this.
Yeah.
No one else knows.
Yeah.
Like you have to listen as a listener, not as you. Like not as the maker.
Right. How are you anyway, bro? How's things with you?
I'm tired. You know? I'm not tired, but I'm busy, and I'm like I go sleep already knowing my next 72 hours are fucked.
Oh yeah, I hear that.
I hate it, and it's gonna
mad
be the
busy.
same maybe for like the next 96 hours, maybe more. And then once I'm
Okay.
past that, like my next few days are stressful. I think.
Is
But
it?
fuck it, man. It's what it is. Like,
Bruv, give thanks, innit?
yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been stressful in a different type of way.
Facts.
Like,
Facts.
it's just kind of good that, you know what I mean, you're working on things, innit? You got things going on, and I think that's the place that you want to be, but just also at a space where you can kind of just enjoy your life, to enjoy time with your kids and enjoy time with the man them, and like and just create some memories, just so that like that it's not all the memories are just work memories.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Now I do balance it, but I don't balance it like how I feel like other people balance it. I feel like other people like are able to do that, and I'm just doing that. Like I'm trying to get close to the line, but I'm doing that. I'm doing that past the line. I'll get too busy, so I'll be like, fuck this. Let me cool off, and I'll cool off for too long. And now I'm even more busy because everyone who was trying to get work done, or everything I was supposed to get done, I didn't do. And now I'm back up here, and then it's weird.
Have you fixed your credit rating?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Cold.
Bro, I can't believe it. It's not like excellent.
Is it very good or good?
No, it's in good.
Oh, it's in good. That's good. Because I remember before, like time ago, remember when we started having the finance conversations?
Yeah.
It was in a dire space.
It's a horrible place. Nah. I played the game and I got it back.
Yeah.
That's it. But it's weird. I didn't realize how many like stupid things, not stupid things, but like things that are just don't really matter are affecting the score month to month. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh yeah. Do you know what happened? I don't use my credit cards much. I used it and I only took the usage up from like 2% to like 8%. And they said it cost me a 72 points on my credit score. I was like,
What? Why?
different credit, increased credit utilization. I was like, is this how you lot are behaving?
It's just crazy.
What kind of behavior is this?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What do you mean? Like I've used nothing. I've got 92% left of my credit card.
Yeah.
And you're telling me I've got to lose 72 points.
Because of it.
Enough's enough. I think they're throwing it back up now though, because I took it back down.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's okay. I think now I'm with the rest of the nation.
Okay. I hear that. I hear that.
That's
still.
it. I think I'm
Yeah. You're not standing out.
Nah, not at all. Yeah. That's
You're
it. I'm
not
not standing
standing
out.
out.
It's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
I saw who put his up one day. I can't tell if it was fake, but I'm sure Alhan put his up, and it was like a number I've never seen.
What, it was really bad. Yeah, I remember that. I'm sure it was.
It was on Twitter, innit?
Yeah.
But I can't tell if it's fake. I've never seen a number that low. Put it that way.
Yeah, I remember seeing it and it was disgusting. But do you know what? Yeah, one, I believe it is probably fake. But two, do you know why it might not be?
Alhan
How old is Alhan?
Yeah.
He's still young. He's still very young. He's like 22. Yeah, he's just doing incredible stuff.
He's 22.
I think
All
so.
that big.
How old is Alhan? He's young, you know. He can't be any more than 23.
Yeah, do you know what? You're right, actually.
What does it say there? Oh, it's 24. Okay.
Same thing.
24 still. So he's doing incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Runs businesses and all these type of things or whatever. And you would think, yeah, that he would have all of these things patterned or whatever. But like, you could also see, brother, like 22, I know my credit score was, I just learned about the credit score then. I didn't even know much about it. I didn't even want to look at it because I knew where we was at. I knew where we
Bury
was
my
at.
head in the sand. I don't even think I had a microwave.
Huh?
I don't care about credit score. I didn't even have a microwave probably.
Yeah, I hear that still.
Get me like I'm just trying to survive.
I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a shit about it. Like, and obviously, I've said many a times, I felt like there was just free money going around. What, an overdraft, and I can get what, 5 bills on that
And
for
pay
free.
back rent. Never.
What?
Never.
One day I woke up and I said, I literally woke up one day. I'm not even joking when I say this. I literally woke up one day. Bearing in mind, it wasn't even the morning. I woke up like 2 o'clock. This is where my life was being lived. 2 p.m. I woke up and I said, I'm not paying my phone bill.
Yeah, I've had many of those.
for no reason.
That's it.
I woke up and I thought,
I want
I'm
those.
just not paying
I want those trainers.
I don't. Yeah, exactly.
Phone bill's gonna have to wait.
And they cut it off 3 months later.
Yeah.
So they cut it off because I remember when the first month went, but I thought, oh, what? I'm still in the mix.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah, 3 months later, or one day, bro. It's
mad though. Now, when you get like when I get, oh, else when I come, it could be else. Yo, go on. I'm on the pod. Yeah, hold on. Someone's coming out now. Someone's coming out. Louis. When I get a bill now, I just pay it.
Yeah, same.
Do you know how crazy that is?
I know. Bro, do you know how nuts it is that like sometimes, obviously I do pay fines late, like tickets and whatever. But even then, like sometimes I'm like, I'll be sitting by my desk, 'cause I got a little desk set up in my yard or whatever, and I'll notice I've got some fines or whatever, and I'll just pay them.
It's crazy, innit? And the weight just goes.
Yeah. Hey, it's true.
It's mad.
It's crazy, man.
I still make some rookie errors, like my whole bank account got locked off.
I know you. I didn't know where you wanted to talk about that.
Business account got locked
Well,
off.
I've got some money for you, by the way. But yeah, anyway, go on. Sorry.
Bro, I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, they're like, it's been closed. It belongs to the government.
Well,
Like,
what
what
happened?
do you mean? I forgot to file my confirmation statement.
How did you forget?
Honest mistake. But they've been sending hella letters, but they've been in the post room upstairs in the post box. I won't go in there.
So don't someone bring them? Like, don't
No,
EA
they bring down posts, but I've got a letter box as well.
Oh,
So all the letters have been going there. And I would have got a couple of emails that I would have just ignored probably and
Okay.
didn't realise. And that's it. It was just like, yeah, like, and then I had to like, once they close the account, everything you have to do is now by post.
oh,
So like, I can't do it by email now. I have to physically fill out something, send it by post, a new confirmation statement by post. And it's like a administrative restoration or something like that, where you have 6 weeks to get your company back.
right.
And they're frozen all your assets, your accounts, whatever it is. If you've got debtors, creditors, they've got the lot. It's a closed business.
Don't that affect your credit score?
Business is LTD.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Limited
Limited
liability,
company, yeah.
boy.
So
You can't
exactly,
get
so
me.
you're right.
Nothing to do with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't cover Daniel.
Yeah, else what got my GG?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I'll pass through. What, you might as well jump in.
Yeah, you may as well jump
Yeah,
on.
sit down, man. Well, go on, man. How's your credit score?
It's decent still.
How is this shot?
Where was it?
Is your credit score decent as well?
Yeah, my credit score is decent still. I had to call them up and tell them to rectify something.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
They try to fuck me up, like they try to say, bro, it's a long story still. But basically, someone fucked me up. Like as in, I went to go take out a phone contract or whatever, and the bread I was working there, he didn't take my card details for the direct debit. But I
Right.
said, how do I take out a contract without a card or direct debit? So it was saying I wasn't paying it, but they didn't have my details. So I said, how does that even make sense?
Oh.
So I had to just make them rectify.
Oh, what?
that
But they
for me.
did rectify it.
Yeah, they rectified
Okay.
it. Yeah.
And just then nice it again.
Yeah, but for them 2 months, I was a bit upset still. I can't lie, I was a bit upset.
I've never been upset about a credit score ever until it's like house buying time.
Okay.
So like all those years, credit score was not even. I don't care. Like I didn't care at all about my credit score because I was buying cars. Like I was buying my cars.
Right.
So I wasn't leasing. I had no like I didn't have loans or anything like that. This is what I'm saying. Like the only place it could really affect me is like a phone bill.
Yeah.
And even my phone bill's not my name.
I didn't care. I didn't care about it until I learned So when I learned about it, I knew it was dire. Then I worked towards getting it good. Then once I got it good, I then cared about when it was not good.
Now
That's
you're
what I'm
tracking
saying.
it. Now you're tracking
Now I
it.
care.
Now when you get the email to say your new credit score's in, like you actually log in and
Right.
you check it.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know, because you know there's like a couple of different ones, innit? So mine, I was using Experian, innit? Yeah. And mine was on super excellent. And then I was talking to, like, funny enough, like a mortgage guy or whatever. And then, like, he was like, oh no, could you log into like this other thing called, what's it called?
Clear score.
Check My Life.
Okay.
Check my life.
Check My Life. They're telling me I'm on very good. I'm saying raw. Like, I wasn't loving that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I can take that if that's what that is.
I only
Either
trust
way-
Experian, or like there's another one that I think like mortgage lenders they look at. I forgot the other. It's like one or the other.
The only ones I know is the Clear Score, Credit Karma.
Yeah, they're the meaty ones.
And
yeah,
They're the what?
Them ones. They just start. They dish out mad numbers. Like what? I think it's random.
Oh, they just dish it
I think
out.
Clear Score's random because Clear Score is there's no correlation between that and my experience at all. And when I'm looking at like who follows what and who takes what seriously, have I never seen Clear Score?
Why is there different ones? Why is there not
Fucking hell,
one
you're right.
place that you go to see your credit score? Why is there, like, when I type in check credit score, why is there bare different companies? That's bookie.
And why is it 900? Now it's out of 1,000. Now it's out of 700. Like,
Is that out of 700?
Some
now?
of them are out 7.
Is that
Some of
what
them
it
are out
is?
700. Some of them.
750.
See,
Yeah, why is it
I'm
that?
trying to baffle us.
What was it? What's 750?
The
Clear score.
clear score.
Experience 999.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about all of that. I don't know.
Anyone with a 999 can get anything. If you
Not
got
far off,
999, you must be able to
far
get
off,
anything.
I don't know, I just think,
Whoa!
what was that?
We've just seen the lowest number I've seen for some
Let me
time.
see.
No, I can't lie, I see low still.
shit.
I can't lie, I see low. But
Is it?
I'm not gonna hot nobody up, but I see low.
It's alright, you can work on that.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can. As in, like, all you gotta do is like do one thing, it'll go straight to 500.
No.
That's how we know it's below.
No, you gotta do a bit more than
Now
that.
I reckon it'll get straight to. You know, like the first ones, like it's not.
By the way, just for people
35.
who's just like, we just see the credit score, so that's why. Yeah.
I reckon it's like the first bit, like it throws you up bare.
Right.
It must do. You can't go up like that in the stages like that.
I think I was lower than that to begin with anyway. You're alright,
it?
man, trust me.
What does it say? What have you done?
Bro, the other job that I had was they didn't never pay me on time. They were like 4 or 5 months in arrears.
Yeah.
4 or 5 months.
So I was missing direct debit payments.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And you consistently missed them.
'cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
right,
it's
okay,
over. Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
See, and the thing is, you can't even, there's certain companies you can't go to and tell them, yo, do you know what? This is what's happening right now. And some of them are not really that forgiving.
Nah.
Actually, some of them are, but it's a nerve-wracking thing, innit? For some people.
Has anyone done that thing where like you see them adverts and it says let's combine all your debts
Oh, yeah.
and then like
You can
we're
pay
gonna
it.
deal with them.
Yeah. But how much do
I
they
wonder
want
if
for that?
they always say like we're gonna save you all your dough. Like
But how much do they want?
That's a good question.
How much do they want?
I reckon half.
Huh?
I reckon it must be half. I reckon they strike a deal. Their thing must be we're gonna strike a deal. We're acting on behalf of so and so. He can't give you all this bread. We can. We're gonna take his debt on for him.
Well-
Well, we're only gonna give you half. It must be something like that. So how are you telling me I've got 10 grand of debt, but now it's 3 grand of debt?
No, they don't do. I didn't think they did that.
Yeah,
I thought what they did is they
reduce
say,
it.
all right, well, you're in debt there. What we'll do is we'll get in touch with all the companies, right, and we'll sort out a plan so that ultimately what you do is, if anything, we might even bust you on that. Hear what I'm saying? I'll pay that off, and then you hit me on the back
But
end.
where did they win? That's what I'm saying. Like all
when you're
companies.
saying-
It's a
That's
percent. It's
when I'm-
interest in it. So what you do is now, all of this is patterned. We've patterned this for you. All you need to do now is how much can you pay a month? All right, you can pay $150 a month. Is that how much you can pay? All right, cool. I'll tell you what, pay $170 for 20 years. You see that extra £20
Mortgage.
is what they take.
That's a bad business. That business is gonna go under. If that's not how they'll do it. Trust me, they'll make a big drink on it.
No,
They'll
that's
make
what I'm
a
saying.
big-
See, when
yeah.
you're saying debt, are you talking about like? Because obviously there's good debt and there's bad debt.
Right.
I'm talking about
Bad.
I'm talking bad debt. I'm talking
Okay,
bad debt.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
There's
Bad
not.
debt.
I'll be honest. That whole good debt, bad debt thing.
You're not believing it.
They're just trying to baffle us, bro.
I half hear you. I half hear you, but
Bro, they
I half hear
said
you,
going
but-
to uni and doing this course for 3 years and
That's
coming out
bad
with
debt.
60 grand of debt is.
That's
They say it's
bad
good debt.
No, that's bad
They
debt.
call it good debt.
The-
That's
Uni
that
debt,
bad
as far as
debt.
I'm concerned, uni debt, as far as I'm concerned, is because of the way that they're doing it as well now. Like, it's more money. It's even more than it was. How much have you got to pay to go to uni now?
I think it's 12. They back 12 grand a year, I think.
9,250.
Yeah,
9,250. So yeah, I don't think. I think.
Do you remember when the Conservatives did that as well? By the way, it was 3 grand, and they said the Conservatives came in and said we're gonna put a hold in it so it stays at 3 grand. Or I think they might have even said slash it, and then they tripled it.
And then they tripled it. See it there. But hear what I'm saying, yeah. I think the only way that could become good debt is if you are doing like one of those, see, like dentistry or like law or whatever. Maybe you can make an argument to say that that's good debt.
It's a
If
longer
you're going there
course.
to just do, huh?
It's a longer course. You don't go and do 3 years and become a lawyer. You got like a 7-year course.
Yeah, there
it's
you
more
go.
money. By the
And
time
no-
you come out, you actually owe 150.
No one's even doing
But
the
it's
courses
but
no
you still
more.
got to pay for the tuition, no?
How much is it? It's a book.
No, but someone. But someone's still
You
got.
get a new book every year.
I hear that, but someone's got to still. You get what I'm
Deliver
saying?
it.
Give
Yeah,
you the
yeah,
code.
a preacher. But I'm saying I can't see where the money is to come out, and everyone still can't get a job anyway. It's bonkers.
A house is good debt though.
A house is good debt because you have an asset, and if all else goes wrong, you live in the house.
Right. Yeah. Still
That's
owned,
it. Like,
still owned by them lot, but.
oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Let's have a light conversation about AI.
It's crazy, you know.
Do you know why I wanted to do this? Yeah, because I was out having a burger on Friday, and then someone made me aware of the Spotify AI guy.
What's that?
Basically, they got like this radio thing, but it's AI. It's
not
Don
in-
talking to you. He's like, "Yo, what's going on?" But he's got an American accent. Have you seen it?
So wait.
What do you think?
Can I ask a question? A question you probably don't know.
I don't know,
Answer to.
but go on.
Was it a human originally, and then they've taken all his words in different, and they've worked out how to always this
Formulate the
robot?
sentences.
Yeah.
So that person will say, for example, when I went on to mine, the first thing they said is, "Yo, we noticed that you've been listening to a lot of Avellino,"
But does he
and he
sound-
says the name Avellino right as well.
So do you think that was a human, and they gave him? Because I've done this before, where like they give a human like a fuck off script,
Okay.
and you say everything in
Okay, I understand what you're saying, yeah, I understand.
and then the AI works out how to bring that human's voice and knows where to put what, however the AI
Interesting.
works, or is that just a robot?
I don't know.
That's scary.
I don't know.
I heard this. Everything's gone mad now. I heard you can even get a feature with Tupac now.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's mad.
But you know what? With that being said, yeah, just going on to that. Remember when we talked about this before? But remember when Dr. Dre did that thing at Coachella where he had the
Tupac,
hologram of
yeah.
Tupac and that, and then even Tupac was saying like some of the earlier sentences, the way that they kind of put the words together was almost like, yeah, like, yo, what's going on? He's like, I don't know if he's even saying Coachella and that, but like that's not AI. But
That's
it's
just
like
piece. Yeah, that's.
yeah,
putting
but they're
things
still
together.
piecing. Look, they're still
Yeah.
like early on getting words and formulating sentences and doing all of that type of
Yeah.
stuff. But I was watching a little bit of Stephen Bartlett's conversation that he had with a guy that used to work at Google, yeah, and he was talking about like how they were programming these computers and that. And he's saying, "Yo, we have completely fucked up.
Have you
like,
seen?
this is so dangerous."
Have you seen what they said? The guy who's like the head of like AI or whatever it is in America said we need a 6-month halt on creating AI because they've got to a stage now where they don't know, they can't control what's going on. Like as in, they can't control the computers.
Yeah.
And they can't predict what the computer's gonna do next. Like as in, so that like the main guy who built half of this shit is now saying, "Whoa, all right, we're in danger here." Anyway, we've seen this for years. iRobot. We've seen this in every film. I swear down, even from like
Transformers, I just watched.
Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles. I remember when, but we've seen this
Go to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You remember when?
in the cartoon. One of the first cartoons I remember, Shredder is bucked up with some guy, and his head is in a TV, but he's a brain, just a brain. But somehow he's found a way to make AI make every electrical bit of equipment come to life. So imagine like the Ninja Turtles just chilling. Camera what gets up just trying to fight them. Bang out the camera, guess who? TV's flying off the wall now. But everything is trying to fight them.
So what are you saying? You think this is going to happen in real life? You think the robot's going to take over?
It's here.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man are going to be chopping AI at one point and not even realise it.
Bro, I think that's
What?
it.
I believe I see
That's already been here.
Yeah.
I'm doing mad stuff still already with the VR stuff.
The
bro.
VR.
Yeah.
Well, alright, let's think about it
Oh yeah,
properly.
man, see, that's it.
Is chopping AI, is that even that different to bashing?
No, it's not. Do you know what? No, do you know what? No, do you know what? It depends though, because obviously it depends on like if AI, because AI would even be able to produce moisture. Because no, hear what I'm saying? This is the dangerous thing about AI, yeah? And this is even what the guy was saying. He didn't say it in this realm, yeah, but he's like, when you look at all of like our consciousness and like all of the different emotions that we have at certain times, and sometimes these are triggered at different points or whatever, they can have a heightened version of those emotions at any given time, which is what is the dangerous part of AI. Do you understand what I'm saying? So then you put that into this part now, the moisture part is light.
Yeah, no,
Do you understand what I'm saying? That is light.
The thing is, AI we know it's going to end us. So we may as well just take it for the full ride. Do you get it? Like, it's here now. And even the guy in America is saying we need to stop it, but we can't stop it. So it's already here. They're just going to have to keep creating whatever it is. But soon, they're going to... Didn't they start making robots?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
And didn't they start making robots that were like... You couldn't really tell if they were humans.
Yeah.
So they're going to be around.
That's what
We
I'm
know how this works. 15, 20 years, there will be hella robots out there.
Bro, you know there must be mad stuff that we don't know already, because obviously you know
Everything's
they're
30
working
years.
in the future already.
Big man.
Where do you think they
swear
are?
my
Yeah,
life.
bro.
I swear my life. It would not surprise me if they had a camera somewhere that was following what looks like a human walking around, but really this is AI.
There's got to be non-humans out here.
100 million %.
100%. 100%. Haaland.
Everyone, right? 100%. Could you imagine? If
Gotta
you
be.
found out that he wasn't human?
I've actually been saying that for a while. I don't know. I've looked at many humans, and when I was in the tunnel looking at Haaland like this.
He's
on the
like,
other side
what
of
is
the
he? He's like
glass.
6'5", isn't it?
But his head's not the right size.
Oh shit.
Like everything about him just looks like how you like a first gen robot.
Yeah. He runs like he
robot.
He lightly runs like a robot.
Ask him to do interviews. Have you watched his interviews? What he does?
Nah.
It's the most outrageous man ever. So I think maybe him and Messi are robots.
Yeah, it wouldn't. It definitely wouldn't surprise me. But here's this though. This is the thing, yeah. Big and serious, right? Anytime people talk about AI and all of this type of stuff, or we talk about robots, we always think people always go to the fact that like, oh, they're gonna done us, but maybe they might not. Like maybe we might get along.
Have you seen Avengers? Ultron.
Yes. Yeah, but I hear it.
They just want. Look, the thing is, they want correctness, right? That's like computers want things to be correct.
Okay.
That is part of their makeup. We are the most incorrect species. They might get along with bees.
But what is correct?
What's the most correct creature on the planet? It's not us, but what is the most correct? Do you think? Elephant?
Giraffes.
No. Have you seen how they fight?
Yeah, man, I like that. That is the baddest bitch of the jungle. Exactly, the baddest bitch of the jungle.
Elephants, they're kind of calm. They don't
I love
bother
elephants.
anyone.
Yeah. Elephants don't bother anyone for
They
sure,
don't
innit?
bother anyone.
Do you know how much you got to piss an elephant off? Like, you know what? Anytime I see an elephant chasing after someone, I look at that someone and I say,
Yeah.
what did you do?
do? All they do is remember.
Yes, exactly.
That's it.
And they just do their thing. But what is correct? What is correct? Because what is correct now wasn't correct or won't be correct at some point.
I think they want balance. Maybe it's a mixture. Well, there's been a lot of films that have given us enough clues. Thanos just wants balance.
Yeah.
He strikes me as an AI computer.
But bro, you have to understand that it's somebody's ideology that's programming these AI robots or whatever it is. So
has
it's like
to be,
whatever
innit?
their ideology is, whatever the AI ideology is going to be. and it's gonna
Until
build on
the
it.
AI starts to think for itself.
No,
That's
but
the
I'm saying
danger.
if you
That's when
plant
it
a
gets
seed, if you
dangerous.
plant a seed in a certain type of way,
Yeah.
then it's gonna.
But sometimes you
expand
don't know
that.
how it grows.
I hear you.
You could be like, right, I heard my man's on you, and that could either make you move like this or load up.
Nah,
or it could-
but basically what I'm saying is, yeah, if you're putting a moral compass into somebody, then you're already kind of predetermining
Yeah.
the realms in which they're gonna choose which
I
options
understand.
they're going. So you know what I'm saying? And I don't know who's programming these things, but I don't think they're from the culture.
See, this is why I didn't get a test.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if AI is gonna be
Yeah, they're
cultured
not.
like that.
Yeah, I hear that.
We need to get ahead, and we need to really hope that where's Black Panther from again? Wakanda.
Yeah.
We need whatever. We need something over there.
What's it, vibranium? or something?
Vibranium.
Yeah, but that, I mean, I don't trust AI being built anywhere.
Okay, yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I don't. But
If you
what I am saying is, am I being too optimistic when I say that, like, this is the people say that it's going to get techie when the AI then starts being able to make things themselves and be able to think for themselves or whatever. But how do we not know that when they start thinking for themselves, they're like, hold on, wait 1 second.
We like
Why
these
you
guys.
lot are all right still? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but they have once they have emotions and they start saying, "Now you lot are taking a piss now." All it takes is for that "am I a dickhead" moment.
yeah, but they can do that with the government, and that could be amazing.
It could be worse. They might just lock off the electricity. That's the thing. Like, there's computers running everything. So
That-
if there was an upset AI bot somewhere, and he just thought, you know what, bun these guys, man, bun the podcast.
Yeah, that's
Facts.
it. I'm going mad.
That's it. Locked off. Corruption every time.
Is there anything positive that you think could come out of it though?
I think we've got there's positives from everything, but the negatives they're never far behind the positives when it comes to technology. You get the positives and then the negatives are right there. Instagram's going to give you loads of opportunity, and then what's it going to give you? Too much
Gift and a
opportunity.
curse, that one right there.
So I think all of those things where everything becomes so convenient that you no longer have to work hard for anything, eventually I'm watching this world, and I'll be honest, it looks like we're ready to, we're in the 90th minute.
We are. It does look like. But do you know what is interesting as well, which is mad, yeah? I went to Tesco's to have a date, yeah? And then when I got in there, you see, you have like just the normal, like you got the people that go in and they're sitting by the thing, whatever you're doing, the big shopping and whatnot, and there's someone that's manually doing that. Then you got like the small little ones where you can do it yourself, yeah? In my big Tesco's, there's no manual. It's like you go in and then it's like even on the big ones.
That's it.
Yeah. So then, which then made me think, like when people get to a certain age, yeah, and they go to retire, sometimes they do those jobs, innit? Like people,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Someone's nan and that
Yeah.
works in Tesco's or works in Marks and Spencer's or whatever, yeah. So I'm saying, like this form of technology is already done in people's like
Everyone's.
your
Very
retirement
jobs.
dance
Every
because
job
there's nowhere
is
to
going.
go.
Every job's going.
So then now, what happens is, if you then start to retire, we're far away from that, but let's just try to put ourselves there in that moment, yeah? Now we're retired. Forget about how much money you've got or what you don't have, yeah? Ultimately, retirement means that there's nothing going on. You're just trying to relax and enjoy your money or whatever. Not everyone is capable of doing that. Some people need to do things to be sane. They need to work.
Yeah.
They need to,
Facts.
do you understand what I'm
And the
saying?
moment you don't,
So
you get old much faster.
Exactly. So look at the effects of that. You get to a certain age, you can't even get a job, you can't do nothing, you can't go anywhere. Like, one, then you start aging even more quicker. Or two, like, it probably might even birth a bigger percentage of, like, depression. Or,
100%.
Yeah,
you get what I'm
but
saying?
I think they're looking at it. They know the pros and cons. Like, before every big decision, I do think there is whatever the top tier cabinet is. They sit there and they have to look at the pros and cons. They have to think this through because this is actually what they do. And I think once they look at it, I think they see All right, cool. Everything becomes more convenient. Everything's faster. Everything's snappier. Blah 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 blah. And on top of that, the people that are the biggest drain on our taxes, our flipping resources, whatever it is the elderly, right? Mm-hmm. We get to mash them up as well. I think I'm that cynical. But I think that's what they're thinking.
No, like big man thing. Yeah, I feel like it's just numbers to people in those positions, isn't it? Because I even experienced it first when I started, like obviously getting in the spotlight or whatever, and you see like followers growing up and all that. It just kind of becomes a number. You don't actually realize if all of these people was in a room. Yeah, this is a lot of people and a lot of emotions, a lot of different like everyday goings on. You know what I'm saying? But for them, it's just it's just numbers, isn't it? There's no emotion to it. So I feel like it's an internal battle that a lot of people are going to have to face, and I think people need to adjust that from early. You know what I'm saying? So you see how you're saying people are going to get older and there's going to be a lot more depression, a lot more all of this. They need to have that internal conversation from now. Yeah. From now.
But then, you know what? Like, having a conversation is good, but like putting things in place from early is ultimately what works, isn't it? But how are you even able to do that? Like, when the future is looking the way that it is, it's like, how do you even put things into place? How do you even prepare for something like that? I don't even know how you prepare for that. I don't know how. I don't even know how you prepare for retirement and all these type of things anyway. But I don't know, like, things are moving so quickly now.
This has been like the fastest age of movement. Like, as in, our parents would never have seen anything like this in terms of like how quick that curve's gone. Yeah. Their parents definitely not. Like, things stayed the same. Not stayed the same. There was developments. The cars got faster, better. Things got better. But what we've seen in the last 30 years is actually crazy. You know, when you deep it, like 20 years ago, I would go to school and the only thing I could do on my phone is play Snake.
Bro, but even before that, man used to use phone boxes, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Man used to have those scratch cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't tell you if anybody's that shit no more, bro.
It's crazy when you look at it now. Now I've got a phone that is my camera, it is my bank account, it is my it's my actual phone, it's my internet, it's my entertainment, it's everything.
You know, I still like, it's mad. Like, I'm watching Wu-Tang sagas on my phone,
bad.
And like, it's just still mad to me, yeah, that I can be anywhere and I can just watch that. But not even that, I can just FaceTime someone and I can, like, it's nuts, yeah, that even in a FaceTime, it's so down to the, like, millisecond. I say, yo, Dan, what go on? Yeah, what's going on? Like, immediate. Like, I'm that side of the world. Dan's on that side of the world. Like,
everything.
It's mad.
Imagine what they've got.
I know. They've got bro, think about it. We're in the future, right? Because I went, like, even, like, when I go places and I'm like, right, this is like what I've seen in a film, but the film was 20 years ago. Like, most of the things we're doing now, we actually saw it a long time ago. Yeah. So now I'm trying to look at modern films and think, all right, cool, where are they at now? Like, there was we've seen the flying cars. I don't even want a flying car, I'll be honest.
I don't want a car that can drive itself, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You don't even want a car that,
I don't even trust that.
This is one of the main things why I didn't get the Tesla. I almost got the Tesla, and I didn't. Because I was just like, I don't even, like, if the car does, this is like, I know this car can mash me up if it really wants.
Yeah, bro, I have too much control with someone else.
You can just go ying. But wait, see your whip, yeah? Can you, does it cruise control though? Can you just do that? Yeah. So I had a Merc that can cruise control. Yeah. And I did like that.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to, but you still got.
Yeah, but you don't.
There anyway,
I wouldn't advise that. Yeah. I wouldn't advise that.
What were you saying?
No, I wouldn't advise that.
But yeah, no, I don't even feel comfortable with cruise control, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you still. I swear down.
Yeah, it's mad. Like, we know the potential dangers, but there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah. That's the problem. Like, what can we do?
But I think it's because of where we come, like our age, isn't it? Because there's people that's grown into this and it was born and it already existed. Yeah. So it's just normal to them. Yeah. I feel like for us, it's a bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't want no flying car though. I'll be honest with you.
You saying on that?
I'm not really on the flying car.
Jetsons had that. The flying cars.
Yeah, I'm not really on that.
I'll take it if it means less traffic. Because if you can go one level up.
Having a crash in the sky is long still.
A crash in the sky is low.
That's low.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
but at least you don't roly poly.
Do you know what I think they
When
would
you
have to
roly
do?
poly in the road, that's fucked.
I reckon they'd have to make it so that it's the current roads and you've got some kind of magnet
Okay.
and it's only like 50 feet above you. Less than that. 20 feet is the next road. So above you is cars. On the same road that there is actually cars.
So
Bro,
the peasants just use the
I think
road.
by the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
by the time you got a flying car though, they would have made them so that it's like the only way that it's crashing is if it's like there's a malfunction.
Now they'll make it magnet based. They'd have to. Like as in like in terms of see like how they got that thing in Japan where like the train isn't on the tracks, they're fastest
Oh
train.
yeah.
And it's all done by like
That's
there's,
cool.
like, yeah, I
I
reckon they'd have to use magnets. Yeah. Just a thought, guys. If you've got the future, whoever's in the future right now.
Well, do you know what? Talking of lightly in the future, yeah. Has any of you ever watched the episode of Open House?
No, what's that?
Do you know what? Yeah, someone put me onto it the other day, and I'm lightly hooked on it still. Basically, it's kind of like an experiment, but it's not. Yeah, it's a retreat. It's on Channel 4. It's a retreat that you go to, where because their tagline is this: the British are constantly questioning monogamy.
Just the British.
This is their tagline.
Okay.
This is their tagline, yeah. And
Oh,
so basically, it's a retreat. It's a house, yeah. Now where you've got like these sexually liberated people or whatever, but each episode has like a couple that go, and they go for their own different reasons. So for example, they've got to a point in their relationship where they just want to try something, and they just wanted this, and they just wanted that. They just wanna, yeah. They've got to that point where they just wanna, yeah. Some of them have like been together for 10 years. Some have been together for like a year and a half or whatever. But they're just trying to figure out certain things to try and make their relationship stronger, yeah. And bro, when I tell
Make
you,
your relationship stronger.
yes, do you know what? This thing is absolutely, it's hilarious
wanna
and
watch
interesting.
it.
It's actually very good, you know.
But I don't understand. So what? There's just people like residents that just live there that just want
No.
fuck.
No.
People come each time. Like, what?
No. So like each episode is a bit different. So like, let's say for example, one couple, yeah. This one I'll explain this one. So this couple, they've been together for I think 8 years. They've been married for like quite a long time. Yeah, they're from Twickenham, funny enough. And like the guy is like a very charismatic man. He's not what you would say is a sweet boy, but you know he's charismatic. You can see how his wife married him because he's a bit of a joker.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of chat, and his wife is like attractive. Anyway, they're saying that in the past they've gone to places where they like one time I think they went to Amsterdam or something like that, and they went and watched like some sex show, but it was more based upon like dominatrix stuff and whatever. So they're just kind of at this space where they're just like, you know what if, and it's more him than it is her, yeah. But
Usually is one. More
so anyway, yeah, they've gone there, whatever, and he has made it abundantly clear. I don't want to do anything that is going to upset her. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I love my wife.
He's a menace. This guy's a menace.
Listen, yeah. So anyway, like they've now like they have like, by the way, each couple speaks to this sex therapist, by the way, first. So she talks to them to find out why they're there, what they're looking for, and she gives them advice. So she's like making them understand how this non-monogamy thing works or whatnot, yeah. So then what she's done with them two is like, I want you both to go to separate parts, and you're gonna go and like date just by yourself. So like the guy will be in like the place in a part of it where there's just bare gal, and then his wife will just be with guys, yeah. And then like they'll just be talking and seeing if they can build a connection or whatever it is, yeah. So anyway, now the guy, the guy is there with the girl. Well, let me say with the missus first. She's there with the guys, and she's a bit like, don't know. It's a bit like, you get what I'm saying. She's a bit apprehensive about it all, yeah. But she's chatting to them, and she's got something with this one guy. You can see he's kind of like.
And how long? How long did that take?
It's just the one day. Yeah, the one night.
Whole day.
He's unlocking it. He's working. You can see he's
Are
cooking.
they drinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Lightly.
There's a lubricant.
Yes. But he's cooking. You can see he's cooking, and it's like she's not really.
Yeah,
cooking.
she's still half thinking about
him.
what's on the other side of it. Yeah.
Whereas he is on the other side now, yeah, and he's just loving it. He's just proper loving it. Anyway, he's now taken 3 of the gal, yeah, into a tent. So he's going into the tent with the 3 girls and that. So they're saying to him, by the way, you see them chopping, like not this couple, but the other couples and that, you see them chopping and all. You see them chopping. You don't see dick and pussy, but you hear it. Like they're in the couples and you can hear all of that, yeah. So anyway, he's in the tent with the 3 gal now, but he's told the girls, listen, the kissing thing is, I don't know if I want to do the kissing thing. He goes, hear him though. He goes, you can spank me. He goes, you can take my clothes off.
He said you can what?
He goes, you can spank me. You can take my clothes off. You can put chocolate on me. All of that. He goes, you can do all of that. Bro, these girls have got him on the bed, yeah, tied up, like whatnot. Anyway.
Tell the truth, he lips down. He lips.
They got him tied up, yeah. All of a sudden, all you hear is zzz, and he's like, I can hear a dildo.
Oh my god.
They got the dildo, they're rubbing it on him and all of this type of stuff. He's loving it. He's having a great time. The missus now goes into the tent with the other dog, yeah.
What, the same tent?
See how concerned
What are you doing here?
Nah, she's in there with him, yeah, but she's obviously attracted to this
She's
dog.
gone in the tent, bro. So
that's the thing. That's the thing. You can't trick us. You can't trick us.
Have a little chat like
That's
it.
The guy then starts to, because he's like, she's being a bit, you know what I mean, hard to break
Yeah, of
through.
course, yeah.
So he then starts amping up the vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, so what are you into? Like, what are you into? She's like, what do you mean? He's like, sexually. Like, what do you like? And then she's not really saying nothing. So he goes, okay, like, what would you do if I got my hands and I put them on your shoulders? I start rubbing your shoulders. Then I go to I start kissing your neck. Then I start rubbing your back. Then I use my tongue to kiss this. Then I do that. And I do this. And he starts going into this proper detail. And she's in the chair.
Yeah.
This is breaking her down. But in the end, I don't even know how that, because I ain't seen how that finished yet. But like,
I'll tell you how that finished if there were no cameras on.
But no, one of the couples actually broke up though. So there was like a guy and a girl. I'll just break this down very quickly. They've gone in there. They're young. They're like 22, 23 or whatever. They've gone in there. She's on a vibe of, I'm scared that he's going to have an emotional connection with anyone and whatever. And this woman, the sex therapist, is saying, look, like you can have connections. They're just different. Doesn't mean that he doesn't, like, you don't have a connection together.
She was worried about a what? An emotional connection. Just an emotional. She don't care if you trust someone.
No, she said that. She said, I don't care if he like has sex or whatever, but I don't want him to have an emotional connection. No, hear this then. So she does the same thing with them. She says to them, listen, you're going to both date separately in this thing. But he's going to do it one night and then she does it the next night. So he goes off, he builds a connection with this clean thing.
I know they're putting rockets in there, innit? That's the truth.
Her name's called Ollie, yeah? She's clean still. So anyway, he's in there now, whatnot. By the way, there's one rule. No emotional connection and no kissing outside of a game.
Hey, no, you know you can't put the rules on the no rules kind of game.
Right.
Because guess what's going to happen?
But
you're not allowed to kiss.
You're not allowed to kiss outside of a game. So if he's doing the dares with the girls and that, he can lips, and he lips a few of the girls and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But outside of the game, he's gone into the tent with the gal. He wants to chop bad, but he doesn't chop. He comes back in the next morning. The girl's like, yo, what's going on or whatnot? And he told her, he said, look, this is what's happened, blah, blah, blah. And she's upset. She's like, I feel like you built an emotional connection or whatnot. Now it's her time to go out.
Oh.
So she goes, now she connects with this one guy. Now you start hearing her, she starts building her excuses from early. Oh, now I can see like how it could happen. And now I can, she's doing bare now I cans. Anyway, now she goes into the tent with my man. And then she starts kissing outside. This is how he drops it. He goes, oh, what, you can't kiss outside of a game? Dare me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's an easy crack. You can pour this onion quick. Like you can listen. This one's easy.
Starts
what do you mean?
lipsing her
you
up
can't
now.
kiss me outside. You can't kiss me outside the challenge.
So she goes back the next morning. She ain't chopped him. She goes back the next morning. She tells my man, "Do you know what? Like, this is what happened or whatever." So she's the one who's sit here making these rules. She's broke all of them.
Man.
They go back, talk to the sex therapist again, and she's like, "Look, what we want you to do is go again, but this time with no rules." So my man goes. My man goes to go and check Holly immediately. Goes in a room with her, but he doesn't chop.
Why can't he chop?
He's lying it because she's like, "Look, come in the bed," kind of thing. Like, do you want to kiss?
So these girls are trying to chop them essentially, or like
They're sexually liberated, so they're like women, and like there's like loads of different scenarios. So there's like one guy in there who like wants his missus to get chopped by a don, and like there's bare stuff, but I'm not gonna go into all of that. Yeah, but anyway, cut a long story short, he can't chop. He's just there. You can see there's like a camera in the thing, and he's like lying on the bed, and he's talking, and he's like,
but he can't chop. What do you think it is? Your professional assessment. Do you think it was nerves, lack of minerals, maybe rise of a half? Well, I've seen some people who in certain situations can't chop as well.
I don't think it was stage fright. I think he just felt like, I think he got in his head a bit because he was thinking, I don't know if I can do this. If I can do this, what is she doing? I think he just thought too much about what she was doing, innit? These times she's in the tent with my man.
Yeah, you couldn't. Is it simultaneous? It's the same.
Yeah,
at the same time.
Yeah, they're in different tents.
Yeah.
He's in
Forget
there.
about it.
He's
You have to
in
not
there
care.
getting straight to the apple crumble and custard.
Imagine going on a date knowing your missus is on another date. You would never even really be able to relax.
No. Nah.
Never.
He gets straight to the apple crumble and custard now. So then they go back and see the therapist. You can see like he's coming to see the therapist early. And then she comes in and then she sits down at an angle where you know she did something. And she was honest. She said, look, like when the therapist asked the guy, how did it go last night? He was like, I didn't do nothing. And then she sort of looks down and then she's like, look, like this is what I did, innit? And then they basically break up. He's like, look, like, and then they just talk about it or whatever.
But what is he expecting though? Like, I'll be honest with you.
Well, yeah,
I'll
what
go on
do
a
you think?
show
You're going
like
on the
that.
show. Hey, babes, yeah. Do you know what I think we should do to spice up our relationship?
Yeah, like, what?
Let's go date other people in a house with people that we're
And
gonna
my
like.
thing is this: if the cameras weren't on there, then what are they on?
Votes.
Because you understand what I'm saying? With cameras, people are obviously going to be a little bit more reserved. So
The
cameras
great
off.
sex experiment.
My
But yeah,
goodness.
some couples go in there and they're like they're in there together. So like it's a mixed group of people and they're in there together. So like there's like a couple where they want to introduce a girl. So like, but you can see there's
Oh,
guys
there's
in there and that as
different
well.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. So, but they wanna introduce. Okay. To like
Or
a-
they want to introduce
Yeah.
someone. Because
Could
they
you
might
do
just be
that?
like, huh?
Could you do that?
Could I go to a place with my missus and then bring in another gal?
Do you think you can smoke a girl with your missus?
Yes. But here's the interesting thing, bro. On the first episode, when the two couples...
I dare you try and continue.
There was this... They brought a girl in. They brought a girl in, so they met a girl they like called Precious.
Oh my God.
And she's clean as well. So anyway, the girl... They go in the room together and whatnot, and he's thinking he's living out his fantasy. Brother, his girl and Precious start getting to the smoke.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then he can't, they're not letting him get a bring in and that. And then they start telling him, you should go and sleep in the
Oh
bathroom.
no!
Yeah, he's all like lying on his side, and you can just hear them on the bed
Going
chopping
at it.
together. His girl is living.
This is what they live for, you know.
Oh my God, she couldn't believe what was going on. But then the next time he
See,
chopped
in the
her.
road- No. No way.
You couldn't chop what?
Chop down the next thing whilst I'm with my missus.
Oh no, what? No, I'm talking about together.
No, I'm talking together as well.
Are you not doing that?
No.
A threesome with your missus? Ah, yeah, I could do that. Not straight away, but what? 10 years in?
I think you open the door. Like, you shouldn't open, man.
That is Pandora's box, man.
Don't do that to you.
Bro.
No.
You'll find
Hold on,
things
wait,
in that box.
Wait. Okay, let's have this conversation properly. Yeah, this is not based upon like I wouldn't suggest it. Like I wouldn't say, do you know what, babes? I think we should introduce
If she
a woman.
says it, that's even worse.
But
Yeah,
if
big chubby.
if
Way
we
bigger
was
chubby.
out, I don't know, say we was out, it was a different cut, and she just was like in that vibe of, you know what, let's do something different tonight. Whatever you're on, I'm on.
I hear it. Like,
Whatever you're on, I'm on. And you know what, you dictate the play. So I'm not gonna be sitting here saying, let's go and get her, she's clean. You get her if you think she's clean. If
And
you
then-
think she's clean or whatever, and you bring her around and the vibe
I
starts
think
marinating.
in theory, it just about works. It don't work, but just about you can get away with it. In practical, do you understand how let's make you the subject for a second, yeah? You got the new clean thing. Just suppose it's the cleanest thing in there. And now you're going, yeah. You're driving now. Mrs. in there. Back seat, got the new thing. But you're looking in that. Yeah. You already know what's going on there. Like, you're more excited for the new one than your missus. Probably. Been chopping your missus for years.
Yeah. When you're 10 years in, because remember, let's add this context in, you're 10 years in now. We're not talking about a 1 year relationship. I'm talking about 10 years in.
1
No,
year,
of course
3
it does.
years, 10 years.
That's even worse.
Bro,
Watch
wait, what are you talking about? Stop doing this. When you're 1 year into a relationship, yeah, like, all right, I hear it, I get what is happening here. I get it. And I hear it, because I'm the only single one. But hear what I'm saying, yeah? 1 year in, let's be clear, it's still honeymoonish and you want to chop all of the time.
I think
when
1
you're
year
10 years in, let's not do this.
I reckon 1 year, I've got a better chance of surviving the smoking, the grabbing something else and smoking
a million percent.
than after 10 years.
Okay.
Million percent.
After 10 years, trying to bring that together.
No, I'm not trying to bring that together.
Just suppose you're part of it.
Right.
As a free, this comes together.
Yes.
Like, it's sod's law, but it's gonna happen. You're gonna show some of your best work.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
in that,
this is what's gonna happen.
No, but my missus will still get the nut.
Bro,
I've
but you
seen
have to
that go
understand-
wrong. I've seen that go wrong. I've seen the nut go elsewhere.
Bro, alright, cool, listen. I might have to understand it, bro. You got to have some. This guy's gone. No, but I'm saying you have to understand. You got to have something about you to even like entertain two things. Like, for you to even have the know-how to
Yeah. To navigate, imagine
juggle.
that. To navigate two, like we all know, that's the Champions League, innit? Like
Yes.
that, like that's what everyone is really aiming at. Really, if you can, but it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah,
and
of course it is.
So
you're
if they're new, it's cool. You understand?
And
You're
even
just-
then,
you're
it's
just
tough.
spreading the
And
energy.
now
I hear that.
imagine-
I get the logic.
Imagine
still.
knowing
Yes.
deep down, emotionally and spirit, you have to make sure that one's okay.
Who?
Your missus as well.
That's the easy bit.
I don't know. All right, cool. Just suppose if your rag's in the new one, the one you just
I
got.
think you got to keep eye contact with your missus at all times. Even if you're missionary in the other
It's not
two.
even fun anymore, is it?
What I'm saying is, you got to stare at your missus. You got to stare at her.
For no reason. It's not even fun anymore.
I hear that. But I'm saying I'm doing that on a vibe of if my missus is dictating the play.
Yeah, if you're
Not me.
If she's down for it.
Yeah, because then I just think if I mention that, there's gonna be an insecurity that's gonna come up somewhere.
Will you not get one if she mentions it?
Huh?
Will you not get one if she mentions it?
What do you mean?
If she says, we need something new, I need to go and get a girl, would you not get an insecurity? I dumped my missus, bro. Same night.
It depends on how you bring it to me. If she brought it to me like that, I'm gonna be pissed. What are you talking about? Don't talk to me like
How
that.
can you bring it without you being like?
You can't. Insecurities that like you're not in control of them. Like they just pop up.
Nah, you just bring it on a vibe of like, you know what, we're just kicking back, watching something, just in a canoodle vibe or whatever, and then we just talk about like would you say we're just kicking back watching
And
this,
you're watching it
and it's like, yo, like, would you?
Would you? And if she's and all of a sudden
Would
she's
you,
like,
babes?
she's
Yeah,
like,
do you know what? I think I would.
let's do it. And all of a sudden it's let's do it.
I wouldn't say that. See, this is where I'll be.
If she's saying that, how do you feel?
If she said, well, yeah, let's do it. I'll say, yeah, like, let's do it on an organic
thinking,
vibe.
where's
I'm not
this
trying to
come
go.
from?
Yeah,
How long
I'm
has this
thinking, oh man.
Nah, you really?
Where does this like? What else is there?
Yeah, but that's the thing is, okay, but you're like, you might be internalizing that because that might not be nothing to do with your inadequacy. It might just be about doing something new.
Yeah, but
Okay, how many different packages are you bringing to a chop? Because I got a certain type of routine. Yeah, It's like, how many times we're going to do this route? Sometimes we've got to do certain... Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10 years in, I could... Well, I mean, I hear the logic of the new vibe of doing it early, but it's like... that just because someone wants something else doesn't necessarily mean that I wasn't enough.
No, it's someone else. It's not something else. Something else we can do that. Someone else.
I think I would have a bit more of a problem if she said she was looking for another Don.
No, but that's a huge issue.
But another woman...
That's a huge issue.
Another woman,
Are you doing
I
it?
could handle
Are you
that.
doing it?
Another man.
Are you going to call one of your close ones?
Absolutely no way. And that's a problem for me.
That's a battery.
Yeah. But that's because, do you know what though? I think...
Nah, we gotta say that.
Two-
though, 'cause
it
a
is
lot
a
of
battery.
people
Yeah.
think
Hear what I'm saying,
that's
though.
a-
Devil's free, so
that's
they
a
say.
battery,
But maybe
right,
though,
yeah.
maybe...
Let's get it right.
Maybe I'm a hypocrite because maybe I'm saying that like it doesn't mean that I'm not enough. It just means it's different, innit? I'm just
think-
not down for that difference.
If we came home and said, babes, I saw one girl yesterday in such and such a place, I think we need to bring her home. Your girl will have kittens, bro. Kittens.
What if I said to my girl that I wanted to bring?
I want to bring her, and I know the girl.
I would never. Oh my
I know who I'm
god.
bringing.
Yeah, but how do you know the girl?
No, as in, I don't know her personally, but I've seen her. I want to. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, but that's mad.
Handpicking an opponent.
Yeah, that's mad. But I mean, that's mad to me, but it's not mad to a lot of people. But it's like, as I said, if I'm doing that, if this is happening, my missus is dictating that play. She's picking the clean one, and it's organic, but or like.
I'm
What if you
too-
don't like the thing that she picks?
I've got to tell her like, yo, babes, man. This
I'll
one
make
can't
excuses, you know. I'm not doing it, bro. I am not doing it. Even if my missus brought it to me, said that one. I want that one.
Why?
I'm too insecure, Killy. I'm
What,
not
would you
buttering this
think-
up any different way. There's no chance that I know I don't have what it takes. I'll do it and I'll perform. But I'm saying the next morning when I wake up, nothing's the same, bro.
Nah, everything is the same.
Nothing's the same. Did you hear it?
Really?
Nothing's the same.
I hear it.
Nothing's the
This
same.
is who do I talk to about this?
What, I've been pedestaling you and now what?
Treacherous water. This is like,
Bro, you know what it is? It's each to their own, innit? Man's like not saying that this is Bible, but I'm like,
I
each
can't
to
do
their
it.
own, innit?
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
Nah, it's not really.
I do.
Nah.
You do it. And would you do it still then?
Well, he'll do it with a tear in his eye.
Would you do it, Els?
Nah.
You would turn it down wholeheartedly.
My woman.
Yeah, impossible. And now
Is
we
it
have
because
the-
of insecurity?
Yeah. We won't.
I don't
No one
know,
wants
I
to
don't
say it.
know.
No one wants to
I
say it.
I don't know. Maybe yeah. I guess the root is insecurity, but more for me, it's like what's
missing?
in your head? What's
Yeah.
your makeup here? What's
This
like,
is
how
a-
you put together?
But
It's not
I'm,
ideal.
I'm a big hypocrite because I'm not a hypocrite. Call it what you want. For me, if it's another woman, I would look at it's a bit of a challenge. Seems like fun to me. If it's another Don, I'm like, yeah. To me, I'm just like I don't know. I'm too insecure for that. But
It's
another
it's the
woman,
same
I just don't think I wouldn't.
I think it's just the fact that now you want to play with a front two. One up top's not enough. You want another striker up there to assist, and I just can't. I can't be in that squad. Not with my missus. It's been an honor.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's been an honor, and we're gonna have to get me. We could do it, but I'll do it knowing this is my last game.
This is the last. This is the end of the relationship.
This is it.
Alright, quickly. You know, like sometimes I don't know. This is just a new thing, yeah. Every once in a while, I just ask people just send me random life questions. I've got two
Two guys
random
on
ones,
the
yeah.
pod, boy. Fuck your life.
Watch
man.
this. No. This is light. This is light. Is it better to rise above it or match the energy?
In what context?
Depends on the day.
You pick it.
Just pettiness. Let's call it like.
Bro, I need this car. Bro, like I need context.
You can make whatever. All right, cool.
You
Just
give the
just
context.
go. Nah, don't even put a story in it. Not with Mandem. Not with like just in any situation. I think I'll rise up. I will only rise above it if I can't match the energy.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, that's it.
I like that still.
What are you saying?
How many things I've read?
I'll try and match this. If I know I can match this energy or beat it, then I'm doing it. But if I feel like you've gone too far, I can't match this, then I'm rising above
Nah,
it.
you see, for me, there is no too far in it. So that's why if I would rise above it, it's because I'd rather not take it that far because I know that I'm gonna outpet your pet. You know what I'm saying? The pettiness side. So I'm gonna say rise above it. But we're all human at the end of the day, and I definitely get petty sometimes.
Is falling out of love real, or do you make peace with reality? Or are they the same thing?
Fucking hell. Did I send that?
No.
I think they're the same thing.
Say that. Say it one more time.
What?
Is falling out of love real,
Yeah.
or do you make peace with reality?
I
Or
think
are
you-
they the same thing?
I think it's just cycles. I think you can fall in and out of love easy. Not like as in not too often, but you go through stages. Even in a relationship, you go through and then you're like and you're like and so but that's the reality.
See, I got an interesting perspective on it here. I feel like you can. My definition of love is probably a bit different to everybody else because I feel like you can love anything really. But I feel what comes into that like a relationship is when you mix the lust and all them other things. That's when I feel like it gets techie. But I feel like you can have love for people and you know what I'm saying. But you might fall out of lust for them or whatever. But I don't know. I feel on a love.
I don't think anyone really understands love like that.
Yeah, I also hear that stuff.
Yeah. I think, but obviously you can use it in the context of like, say music, you could fall out of love with music, but then are you just making peace with reality? Or is it that a process? So like, you could fall out of love, but falling out of love essentially means that at some point you've got to just make peace with the fact that like, it's just not where you're at anymore. But the thing is though, the reason why they may not be the same thing is because you could fall out of love with something and find it difficult at the fact that you're falling out of love with something.
I think
so. For example, there was someone that I know that had fallen out of love with music, ironically enough, and it triggered her because it's like this was the thing that I loved, and I can't understand why I've fallen out of love with it. And that person actually didn't make peace with it. But then later on down the line, you've got to find peace with what's happened, otherwise it's just going to constantly eat
That's
you.
an identity crisis, but that's what I'm saying. The base level of love, I know, I feel like maybe they must, I don't know the dynamics of it, but maybe it was business aspect of it, maybe there was an awkward relationship or something. I feel like as a base level, I don't know, something like music, I don't know if you could ever really fall
out of love.
If she stopped listening to music completely and don't listen to music no more and just rides in the car in silence, then yeah, fully. But if she still listens to music, then I feel like there's deeper layers to it.
Is there a difference? There's a difference between what makes you happy and what you love as well.
Yeah.
So for example,
Definitely.
but people put them together.
Yeah, no.
Like I love this because it makes me happy.
Yeah.
And as soon as it doesn't make me happy, I don't
Don't
love
love it
this
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah.
And that's
I love my
like
kids,
that's
they
that's
piss me
difference.
off.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the difference. Happiness, everything's too tied together.
Sometimes.
And like it shouldn't. I get why people do it, but it just distorts the whole love thing. Like if you, I don't know. You can fall in and out of happiness or something, I guess. But I don't know if you can fall in and out of love with something. Once you love something, I think you love something.
See, that's the thing, bro. See, when people throw around the word love, like I feel like I didn't understand what love was till I had my kids. Do you understand? I feel like that's unconditional love. And
Like
I
it
feel
don't matter what. It don't matter.
Don't matter.
It don't matter.
I love you regardless of whatever you do. I love you, innit? Whatever happens, and I feel like people don't apply that to everyday things like love and relationships or vocation or whatever it may be, innit? So I feel like everyone's definition of love, everyone's wires get crossed.
But you can love,
I
like
think love
you
is
can love
unconditional.
differently though, right?
I think love is unconditional. I feel like if you love something, there's no conditions on it. You love it.
Is there such thing
I
as
don't know.
conditional love for
Do you know
anyone
what, though?
that's not your mum
Okay.
or your
Yeah,
kids?
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
but
the
you don't, like some people though don't love their mum, and some people don't love their kids.
word.
And there's like sometimes there's conditions for that. Sometimes, like I think, I don't know if it's like if there's anything wrong with actually having some form of conditional love, because like let's just say, but it has to be. I have to make a mad example to make a point here. Yeah, but it's like let's just say, for example, my youth, and I don't have a kid, so I'm talking from a place where, like, you know, I could be just talking complete nonsense, and maybe I have a child and I have a complete different outlook on it, yeah. But let's just say, for example, my child grows up into being a man, yeah, or a boy becomes a man, and then I find out that, like, I don't know, he could have raped a bunch of people, did this, that, and done all these kinds of mad things that just goes so far against my morals and my principles and how far I've actually raised this person, that, like, I could fall out of love.
I don't know
for that, but it's just because you're my child.
I hate what you did, but I still love you. That's what I've seen. Okay. You see that a load. Like, it's weird because even if they do the worst thing in the world,
they're still your child.
And not even just that. It's not even like you will look at a picture of them when they were 3 years old, and it don't matter. Everything else don't matter once you see the picture again. It's weird.
Yeah, like, but could you have once loved them? Are you looking back at the past of how much you loved them then?
I think you do that more with peers.
Okay.
I don't hate my children yet. So like, I'm only speaking from a place of love, but as in, for the most part, like, it don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what they do. That's it. Like, I've got you forever, regardless.
So I would love my partner under conditions.
Of course.
Yeah, but that's then I don't know if it's love, bro.
That's exactly. It's all conditional, bro.
It's man
and women. Do you know what?
Man and women is conditional.
You've treated me in such a way, yeah. How can I not love you? Like, you've just been so, like,
perfect.
Yeah, and on top of that, the way that you have been in some way has not just, like, elevated us together, but it's helped elevate me as a person. And look at where there's certain people where it's like, I know that they would be successful, they may have been successful without having a partner or whatever, yeah. But sometimes, for some people, it's just been a superpower. 100%. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
But there's been some type of condition in there, but it's like, you know what? I have to, like, look at the way you've just been a rider.
Doesn't mean you, like, just suppose you didn't hold up your. It's a.
They don't have to love you back.
Yes. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's a contract, but it's like I'm gonna be with you, providing you give me everything I need emotionally, physically, whatever it is. Like, whatever it is, financially, like, just security, like. And the moment you stop, it don't take long, you know. If I genuinely, like, if I took my eye off the ball, I full blown my eye off the ball, not even one eye on it, for 6 months, my missus would leave me.
But she wouldn't stop. She wouldn't not love you straight away though. Like, if say something like that happened or whatever, you could have done something you could have done a madness to your missus. You could have done a madness, yeah, and let's just say that madness turned into a breakup. The love doesn't stop on that day. That's a gradual thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I say 6 months, like, or however long it is.
Bro, I'm not saying it, bro. If you love me, you love me for life. That's it. If you tell me you love me, you better love me for life.
But I've seen it in films where people say, "I love you, but I can't be with you." They always say Americans.
I heard that.
Like, you know,
I heard that, but
yeah,
if you tell me you love me, then.
But I think that's your way of saying I'm done. Yeah, I hear it. You love me, but as in, it's not romantically. It's the romantic side of a relationship.
That's the lust and all. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the romantic side of a relationship is the tricky part. Because really, you know, once you've got a missus, really that's your guy. When you deep it properly, like. You're literally sleeping in the same bed as them. You get me. You team up. You got your life. Whatever.
That's
it is.
your guy,
like,
does it?
no, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you know, like that's your person. Like, you actually are building something with them. But you know, it can also still just go. It don't take much.
But the love doesn't go just straight away.
Nah, the love don't go. But we're humans and we need things, innit? Like, so you know what I'm saying, people need security.
Love's not enough.
They need protection for you to provide and all these things. So I understand in the parameters in which we live. You have to live by a certain code and you have to do certain things up to a certain standard, otherwise it don't work. But in terms of the base level unconditional love, that's just gotta be given, innit? Like,
I think my ex said to me, "Love's not enough."
No, it's not though. It's not enough, and that's the maddest part about it. People don't understand, innit? Now, real talk.
It is enough though.
It ain't enough, bro. Like, but it's just
crazy,
still
man.
love is love.
It's the number one currency, but it still don't get you anything.
Yeah, it doesn't. It gets you a little something though.
Gets you hurt.
Alright, listen. Love, family.
Chill.
Hey, is there anything anyone needs to know about, by the way? Anyone, like anything someone needs to watch, see? I mean, like a tune, anything? Nothing, no, go on.
Nah.
Harry Potter's on Netflix now.
Oh, is it? Mad.
Yeah.
Alright, say nothing. Alright. Wait, thanks for listening, everyone, yeah?